Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Vivian here. If you're new to my channel, you're welcome. Happy New Year, guys. It's my first video of the year. I haven't been here this year, so happy New Year. I hope you're having a good New Year so far, and the New Year has been good to you. So I'm going to be having a chat with you guys while I do my makeup, and this is a very drugstore friendly makeup. Is this a tutorial? Not really. It's just me having a chat with you guys, and yeah, just setting the tone for the year. I'm going to be talking about a few things and hopefully help somebody. I've done my brows already off camera. If you want to see a video of how I achieved my brows, I'll link it somewhere and at the top of the video here, so you can go have a look at my brow tutorial. And yeah, that's that for that. I'm going to start with wiping my face. This wipe smells so good. I'm going to prime my face. So for primer, I'm using this primer. This is by Obsession. So the thing with makeup, you just have to find what works for you. Whether it's drugstore or high-end. I mean, the high-end is good, but there's some very good drugstore makeup as well. I can totally use drugstore every day to achieve very good looks. It's not about being expensive, it's about how you use the product. It's about how you apply the products, and then you get the best from it. It's not like in those days where us women of color, we couldn't find our foundation shades. Now there are loads and loads of drugstore foundations that you can use. You know, you don't have to use the high-end one. Of course, if you can use them, by all means go ahead and use them. So for my foundation, I'm using Rimmel Long Lasting Radiant Foundation and Fit Me. Rimmel a tad too dark, Fit Me 350 too light, so I mix two of them and I get the perfect shade. Now on to the first thing, guys, for this year. So number one thing that you have to take into consideration in 2022 is that you have to be grateful. Be grateful, guys. Be grateful. Be grateful to God. All your plans, all your ambitions and things you hope to achieve and stuff like that, without life, they are nothing. If there's no life, there's no way you can achieve any of these things. Absolutely no way. So you have to be grateful that you wake up every day. Waking up every day is a blessing in itself. The fact that you are alive, you are awake, is a blessing, and you need to be thankful for that. And also health. Like, this is one area that a lot of us just take for granted. I think some of us there are some people that just hardly fall sick. I fall in the category of these people that just did not know what sickness was at all. And I used to be very sickly when I was younger, but then becoming an adult, I never really fall sick, until last year. I had just had these episodes of illness. It was twice, and then, that just kind of woke me up, to be grateful. Be grateful that, I'm able to stand up, because those sicknesses just kept me down in my bed. And, it made me more like realize that, listen, all these plans you have, if you can't get off your bed from your sick bed to do things, then your plans are useless, So what do? Be grateful to God that God gives me sound health, and He wakes me up every day and He gives me sound health. That, is a blessing. So yeah, in 2022, please be grateful for life. Be very, very grateful. Be thankful that, that you have another opportunity to, to live, another opportunity to chase your dreams, another opportunity to impact lives and stuff like that. So yeah, that's that. See what I mean by these two foundations being put together. I get my perfect match that I like. Number two, guys. Number two. You have to think of what your passions are in this year. Think of what your passion is. Think of that thing that, you love to do. Think of that thing that you love to do, that business. I'm using Elegant Pro Conceal, another good one. Okay. Just use this to conceal. What is that thing that drives you? What is that thing that gives you satisfaction? You need to make it stand out. You need to give it your best. You need to give it a good look. Okay, you cannot downplay yourself. You cannot not value yourself and expect people to value you. That makes sense. So yeah, if it's in business, you want to make sure you're doing the best for your business. Okay, I've made decisions for my business, for this year. I did that late last year that I haven't done in before, and it's just January, and I can tell you, I can just see the progress those decisions I made have brought to my business. So that's my business, and so you have to look for that thing that makes you stand out. So if getting a training in your area or your field of expertise is going to make your business stand out, please go get that training. Okay, if it's going to give you a better look, if it's going to give you more value, if it's going to add more value to your business, go get that training. Go get that qualification. Do not shortchange yourself this year. Do not downplay yourself. Okay, put yourself, add so much value to yourself that it is impossible for you to be rejected. Okay, if you're rejected, it's not because you haven't put a lot into it. It's because it's not for you. Okay, so add so much value to yourself that you cannot be refused in your area of expertise. You cannot be refused in your business. You cannot be unseen. Okay, make yourself seen. So add those qualifications, be distinguished. Okay, that's the word I'm looking for. Yeah, just don't be amongst the pack. Like I said, I make some decisions for myself and for my business in this new year that I can already see the progress. Like the things I was scared of doing because I thought, oh, if I make decisions, it's going to affect my business, it's going to affect the way people. They are even the things that have propelled me now. I'm going to talk more on this in later video. On a later video about my business. So yeah. But yeah, go for it. Go for that training. Go for that qualification. Go for that. Make that decision that makes you stand out. Okay. Take care of your passion so much that you cannot be unseen. Take care of that which God has committed into your hand. That's skill. That's that gifting that you have. Fuel it. Okay. Don't downplay it. Build it. Make it look presentable. Don't do things in a mediocre way and expect to be rewarded for them. Do things in a way that you know that you're giving it your best. And the best is the only thing on offer from your business, from your gifting, from your whatever it is. Okay, so fuel your passion. I'm going to set my face now. I'm using RCMA. I poured it into this. So yeah, it's quite a lot. So and I don't like the container it comes in. So I poured it into this for easy application and easy use. And just use this. Set my under eye. My everyday look, guys, is very, very minimal. Like if I do my foundation and if I get my base right, I don't like my eyes. I don't like anything on my eyes. There used to be a time that I liked from eyeshadow, but this I can't. I like it when I do eyeshadow on people, but not for myself at all. Like I feel like, you know, almost not the kind of eyeshadow. There's time and place for everything. I mean, there are times I still wear eyeshadows, but on everyday basis, I just feel like no, it's not necessary for me. So yeah, I just make sure I have a good foundation and everything is looking flawless. For powder, this is L'Oreal. I lost the what they call it, the shield of it, so it's just like that. 2022 is the year for the taking, guys. Just take the year seriously and things will work for you. There are things people call, and then people do the New Year resolution and things like that. I'm not really a resolution person. I don't care for it, but it's not a bad thing in itself as well too. But just so long, if you're doing it, you have to be doing it with the mind of Christ helping you, not you trying to do it. I know a lot of people say New Year resolutions with the aim of them doing it themselves, helping themselves. You can't help yourself change. You can't help yourself. It's the Holy Spirit that helps you, do away with things that are not supposed to be there. It's like someone who drinks. You drink a lot, you smoke a lot. even if you don't drink or smoke a lot, you know that over time, if you drink excessively, if you continue drinking and you continue smoking, there's going to be an effect. Your drinking is eventually going to affect your kidney, and your smoking is going to affect your lungs. So you know better that this thing has to stop. Okay? And if you want to stop, what do you do? God, please help me stop. I cannot do this by myself. If you've been one who's been doing it for a long time, they're so hard to break out of, and you need help. You can't do it yourself. So if you want to make that your New Year resolution, Lord, I need you to help me stop with this smoking. I need you to help me stop with drinking. It could be anything else, then it's doable, But you think that you can do it by your strength. You pray that prayer, and by the next day you'll be drinking, the next day you'll be smoking. But yeah. So I'm not making light of it here. If there's anybody struggling with drinking and smoking, I pray that you're able to, overcome it and live a better, a better life. So that's that. But that for my eyes, I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to keep it very, very simple. I'm using this palette by Juvia's Place. A very place, and I'm going to use that shade there. See that shade? It's almost like my skin. A tad bit, a little darker than my skin. I'm just going to apply this all over my lid. Nothing special. So whatever you're struggling with, okay, this new year, just the key is to ask God to help you do away with it, and He will help you. There's nothing impossible. There's nothing. There's no habit that cannot be dropped. There's no addiction that cannot be stopped. So if you're determined in your heart that you want this to stop, God can help you stop it. God can help you. God can deliver you from that habit. Alright, so yeah, that's with the eyes done. Now I'm just going to apply eyeliner. When I go very light like that, I use eyeliner. And this one is from, where's this from? This is from Maybelline. Line my eyes. And then mascara is from Maybelline. I almost don't have any lashes of mine anymore because my lashes are quite long and they grow and coil into my eyes. So I've got very sensitive eyes, and then once a lash just goes in there, my next thing is to pluck it. So I'm constantly plucking out my lashes, and so now I don't have anything. I almost don't have anything there because they've all coiled into my eye, and I've plucked them out. I just have a little bit there. So yeah, I'm going to apply my lash off camera and I'll be back to you guys. The next point, guys, is that do not dwell on setbacks. Not at all. Do not dwell on failure. Okay, if something doesn't work out, don't dwell on it. Don't see it as the end of the world. Like, don't see it as the end. Some people just pack up at the first defeat, at the first would be, we call it failure. I don't call it failure. I just see it as a setback. Some people will just pack up and be like, you know what, I can't do this. This is too much for me. I can't do it. I'm going to contour, and I'm using this palette. What's it? Pro Artist Bronzer palette. It's just a very soft contour palette I like to use. I got this from TK Maxx, I'm sure. It gives me that very soft contour, whatever. So yeah, don't dwell on your failures at all, because not everything will work out. Things will not always work out the way you want them to work out, okay? That doesn't mean that you haven't given it your best. That doesn't mean that you haven't done the things that you're supposed to do. It's just that it's not everybody that's going to buy into your vision. Not everybody's going to buy into your ideas, okay? So if it doesn't work out, just says that it doesn't work out. I give you my best. That's what you need to console yourself with. Say, babe, listen, I did everything I was supposed to do. There was no stone that was supposed to be turned that was left unturned that I haven't made effort to turn. So as far as I'm concerned, I'm just going to see this as one of those detour moments and just, move on to the next seat as a learning curve. And then, okay, what did I do here? How did that happen? And what can I do in later situations to not allow for this to happen again? And if you feel like you gave it your best and something still went wrong, just see that something that was not meant for you. It wasn't meant for you. If it was meant for you, you gave it your best, it would have been yours. But because it's not meant for you, anything will happen to take that away from you. God to do anything to take that from you. Sometimes the things that we want so passionately are the things that bring us so much pain. Yeah, so not every setback is a failure. Don't call it a failure. Sometimes it's God just delivering you from a would-be disaster if you had got what you wanted. Okay, so just see it as this was not meant for me. I'm going to let it go. Not dwelling on this. I'm not going to, stop believing, stop dreaming, stop aspiring just because I had this setback this time. Okay, so that is that. We're almost at the end of this. Thing is coming on nicely. Okay, and I'm going to use my blush. This blush is from MAC, and this is Amberine Rose. Just going to apply. I like me some blush. I'll use my setting spray. This one is from Essence. It's Instant Matte. This setting spray actually mattifies. It's a good drugstore setting spray. I like the way the mist comes out. It doesn't come out like you're spraying water onto your face. It comes out like very misty and all of that. So, and then it just look at it begin to dry down. And when it dries down, it's just matte. Okay, I've got an oily skin, so anything mattifying like this is perfect for me. So I'm using this highlighter from Karl Lagerfeld, the model Kohl. Yep, looks like so. The last point, guys, the last point is that you believe when you pray. When you pray this year, okay, do not be unwavering. Do not pray A today and then you're believing B. Is that even going to happen? I know I've asked for this, but I'm not even as I'm not believing it. I don't think it will happen. You have to believe when you pray. Okay? Jesus was saying to the disciples, he said, when you pray, believe that you receive, and those things that you ask for, they will be given unto you. You will receive them. Okay? Believe it. So if you're asking for your finances, let's say you're praying for your finances, for a change in your finances, believe that God can change your finances. It doesn't matter what the situation is with your finance, believe that it can be changed and it will be changed. But if you don't believe, the Bible says a double-minded mind is unstable in all his ways. Okay, let that man not believe that you will receive anything from Christ. Believe that you receive and you will have them. Okay, just have that dogged faith and listen. I've asked this from God, and this is the God I serve. I know the God that I serve. I know that He's able to make it good. I know that He's able to answer my prayers. You've heard of how God has lifted people. You've heard of how God has changed people's situation. You must have heard testimonies. Why won't you believe that it will happen to you? Why won't you believe that it will happen for you? If you pray, believe that you receive. You cannot pray and then be doubting. How does that work? What's the point of the prayer? It's been fun. I'm going to go ahead and do my lips now. I'll just leave that bit for last. This palette is by NYX. It's a lip palette. Looks like so. It's from NYX. I'm going to use the dark brown shade here. Use that to line out that kind of. We are in the year when we ask God, we believe that we receive in faith. We back our request with faith. Okay. Then I'm going to use a lighter shade here to fill it in. I like it because it's so creamy. I don't like mattifying lipsticks, and if I use a mattifying lipstick, I'll always have to use lip gloss on it because I don't like my lips to be that mattified. I don't like that look. Okay, I'm gonna use a bit of gloss. I don't know where I got this gloss from. It's been a while. Just any gloss. And we are done, guys. This is a look, a finished look. Not too bad. Yeah. This is my typical everyday look. I don't have it any other way. I like it very simple like this. And yeah, I hope this video has been enjoyable and you enjoyed the chart. You picked one or two things from this video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, guys. I like this video. Comment, share. I'd like to hear from you guys. And yeah, I wish you the best, the best, the best of 2022. This year has to be a good year. And yeah, believe that it will be a good year for you, and it will be a good year. Okay, until next time, stay blessed and enjoy. Bye.